All right, 8:15 is your time right now. Research studies show that there is a rise in heart attacks during the Super Bowl game. So it's no surprise that anxious fans of teams in this game tend to be more at risk.
Yeah, and we know that Chiefs Kingdom are some of the most dedicated fans that we have out there in all of the United States. And we are now joined by Dr. Gautam Desai live in our studio. He is professor and chair of primary care at Kansas City University to talk about keeping sports fans healthy. First off, it's great to have you here in studio. It's good to see you.
A pleasure to be here. Thank you both for having me.
You bet.
Okay, so let's get into this. So why does the Super Bowl increase your risk of heart attacks?
So when you have great fans like our Chiefs fans, what happens is that you get a sudden increase in your blood pressure and your heart rate. And this is like when a firefighter enters a burning building carrying all that heavy equipment. It just puts a huge strain on the heart, and if you haven't been training, that might take its toll.
So what kind of symptoms should we look for if we think we might be having some heart trouble?
Yeah, so we all know about someone who describes an elephant sitting on their chest or pain right in the middle of their chest, but sometimes patients who have diabetes or females, they may say that they have some pain in their back, they may have numbness or tingling in their jaw or going down their arm, or they may just say they have nausea or some indigestion.
Wow. So when you look at this during the big game, people tend to have, signs. They may have signs or symptoms. What should we do in this situation if we see a person in distress during this time?
Yeah, so you should definitely take a time out for yourself, and don't just say, I'm going to wait until the last quarter, but you should take a time out and, seek medical attention, because a lot of times people confuse the indigestion that they've never had before suddenly comes on during the middle of a game, and that could be their heart telling it's time to, seek medical care.
What happens if you just ignore it?
Well, if you ignore it, you can end up having a heart attack or, a clot, because there's so many risk factors on that, specifically that day, and that's why we have that increase in heart attacks during that time.
And specifically during the day, when our blood pressure rises and all of that, is there something that we can do to try to help us on Super Sunday?
Yeah, so on Super Bowl Sunday, you should always pregame with some water or vegetables. So have at least 4 cups of water before the game. Have an apple or some carrots, and that's going to help you not attack the buffet. You should listen to your quarterback. So when he's taking a break and drinking water, you should take a break and drink some water as well.
Okay.
And then listen to your coach. So don't forget to take your meds. And remember, it's a mental game. So if you find yourself screaming at the TV, you need to take a break, take a breath, and maybe take a little walk.
Wings, okay?
Wings have a lot of sodium, and you might be eating wings or barbecue in Kansas City or cheesesteak in Philadelphia, and both of those have a lot of sodium, which can raise your blood pressure up pretty quickly.
So be mindful of that.
Okay.
That's why we got to do pregame and drink the water, the apples,
exactly,
the vegetables.
You'll be watching the big game on Sunday?
Yeah.
We hope to find a connection in Guatemala. Kansas City is going on a medical mission there.
Awesome.
That's right.
I can't wait to hear about it when you come back in.
That sounds
You're gone
great.
for 2 weeks, right?
Correct.
Right.
All right, Dr. Gautam Desai, it's great to see you in person, finally.
I know.
My pleasure.
Good to see you.
My pleasure.
Well, and leave a little treat for Pat when he comes back, too, okay?
Oh, I'll hide something in this office.
Okay.
All righty. Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot. Great to see you,
both.
Doctor.
Go Chiefs.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right.